Yeah, yeah, indeed. May 1st, 2024. We heading into summer. It's a beautiful time. A beautiful atmosphere. And again, ZBM, man, Zebra Monopoly. We just been introducing a lot of background. You know what I'm saying? A lot of music, a lot of art. You know what I'm saying? A lot of books, and a lot of fitness, man. A lot of exercising, mentally and everything, man. Discussing another interesting story that was beautiful, a great story. It was just some night in like 2016, and I was just in one of those moods. You know what I'm saying? I was just in one of my moods, and I pulled up on one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, like, hop in. You know what I'm saying? And one of the guys, man, he just hopped in. I told him to hop in. So we hopped in, and this is the night I met Sophia, Merlino, and Nicolette, and whatever. So I told the guy, I'm like, yo, I might hop in. We hop in, he hopped in, and we pull off, and we go up Villanova and all that. So this is when I was like indulging in marijuana and all that. So I was like, we smoking, and we just chilling on the ride there. And I was just like trying to explain to him, you feel me? Like, I wanted him to see, you know what I'm saying, where I was at with it, you know what I'm saying? So I took him up there to the university, and we was just walking the campus a little bit, and I was just like showing him, like, trying to like explain to him like how I felt, you know what I'm saying, when I was actually in my semester of college, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Just reminiscing with one of the guys. It had been a long time since I had really had a chance to sit down, you know what I'm saying, and get with, any of the guys, you know what I'm saying, that, I kind of grew up with, you know what I'm saying, and was raised around. So when we went to, when we had pulled up, you know what I'm saying, in Villanova, we was just walking and talking, you know what I'm saying, reminiscing and laughing. And he was like looking at me like, yo, you crazy as hell, you feel me? But I was just telling him, you know what I'm saying, like, this the kind of shit that I really be on, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get this education, get this, get this shit out the ground, you feel me? Because at the time I was rapping on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So I was telling him, like, the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting an education just would enhance the music, you know what I'm saying? But the music and the books and stuff like that, and then again, Zera brand clothing. So I was kind of like telling him, like, yeah, this is kind of like where I'm at, you feel me, like with the t-shirts and all that, you feel me, like passing out business cards and, showing the t-shirts and the prototypes. So he was laughing at me and shit because he thought that shit was like crazy, you feel me, like a little, it's like a lofty plan, you know what I'm saying, lofty dream that I was talking about as far as like with the clothes and the music and everything like that, in Chester, Pennsylvania, we really haven't seen many people, really break the surface, you know what I'm saying, to the music industry or nothing like that. So, it's a few, you know what I'm saying, with like Jaleel Beats and a few other guys that, that made a mark, you know what I'm saying, and planted their feet in the industry. Other than that, we got like Jameer Nelson and a few other football players, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. They came out the city, you know what I'm saying, and went into, another level of the industry, you know what I'm saying, even though they're in a different industry, but it's another level of, society, you feel me, so to speak. So, we got the sports players and stuff like that, but in the music industry, it's not really, we haven't seen like a real, legitimate rapper, you know what I'm saying, really break the surface, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So he was laughing because it was like, it's something that we haven't seen, you know what I'm saying, somebody do. But when I was trying to explain that to him when he was walking through the campus, that's kind of like when a group of girls, it was like 2 or 3 of them. It might have been like 4, but they was kind of like walking past me. They was kind of walking past us. And I was like, yo, hold up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we had stopped walking. And as they was walking past, I was like speaking to them and shit. But I asked them their names. And the whole time it was like, Nicolette and Sophia and stuff like that. And, you know, I was like excited as hell, you feel me? But I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And we had hugged. I gave him a hug and shit like that. And when they walked off, I was telling my guy, like, yeah, like, yo, like, you see that, right? I'm like, that's the type of you know, the type of woman, you know what I'm saying, that I'm into, you feel me? Like, I got that shit, you feel me? So he was laughing and shit. He thought it was funny because you know, it was just an interesting scenario. And I mean, it was probably like one of his first times. That's probably like his first time ever on that university campus, you know what I'm saying? So I think it might have been exciting for him as well. But yeah, that moment right there, it was just another one of those moments, you feel me? It was just, it was beautiful. It was like it was spontaneous, you feel me? Like for me to like pull up, you know what I'm saying, on my guys, you feel me? And I'm just like, yo, like hopped in. Whole time, like, the guys in the trenches though, you feel me? They like doing them, you feel me? I come out of nowhere, you feel me? Like, I done left the apartment, came out of nowhere, and I'm like, yo, like, just hop in. He like, where we at? I'm like, man, just get in the car, you feel me? And he just hopped in the car. And the whole time, like, we just slid on the highway, you feel me? But we blowing gas, we blowing the gank and all that, you feel me? When I was still indulging in marijuana, we was just smoking and talking a little bit while we was on the ride. And then we got up there, and I was just trying to explain to him, like, you know what I'm saying, about the schooling and all that. And, you know, again, like, if I'm going to do music, you know, I want to have some schooling, or if I want to do, or, excuse me, because I was talking about, like, business management, you know what I'm saying, associate's degree. And I was telling him if I'm going to do this business, you know what I'm saying, with the clothes and everything else, with the books and the music and everything, you know what I'm saying, like Zera Brand Monopoly. And I was telling him, like, yeah, this associate's degree, you know what I'm saying, all that. But I was telling him I was also going, like, for culinary arts, but my minor, you feel me, was going to be business. When I went for culinary arts, the minor that I was going to choose, you know what I'm saying, was going to be business. So I was kind of, like, explaining that to him. He was laughing, like, a little bit, you feel me? Because he ain't really, he wasn't really familiar with that kind of conversation, you feel me, at the moment, you feel me, especially on that night. It was like, not that he wasn't familiar with the conversation, it was just on that particular night, you feel me, like, everybody was surprised for me to even pull up. And then for me to just tell him hop in, and he don't know where we're going at, you feel me, he was just like, hey, you done brought me all out here, you feel me, you talking about going to school for business management. So that was funny, you feel me. And then when Sophia and Nicolette and I think they had like a friend or two with them, they walked past, and I started speaking to him, gave him a hug and shit. And he was just looking at me like, yo, you out of pocket, like, what type of time you on? And I'm like, bro, like, you feel me? Like, Sneaky Snubby himself, you feel me? And shit like that. But yeah, man, another one of those elaborate, beautiful, beautiful moments, you feel me? And the ZBM infrastructure, man. And again, man, young, no bending, and all that kind of shit. You know, it was like when I had approached Sophia and Nicolette, you know what I'm saying, and her friend, you feel me? It was like one or two of her friends that was with them. And when I approached them, I didn't know who they were, you feel me? I didn't know their father was Joey Molino or nothing like that. But I approached them and we started speaking. They told me who they were and stuff like that. So we became familiar. But that's why I was like, when we was walking off, I was talking to my guy and I'm like, yo, like, he like, man, like, what the fuck? You approaching people and shit? Like, what type of time you on? I'm like, no, bro, like, that's me. Like, that's the type of time I'm on. I'm like, bro, they like models and shit. Like, I'm like, man, that shit really where I'm at with it. You feel me? Like, I'm about to really do this business joint and all that. So that was kind of like the funny part too. You feel me? Like, I didn't really know who they was at all. You know what I'm saying? I just like approached them. You feel me? And bro was like, yo, like, what type of time you on? You approaching people like we don't even blow. Like, we don't really, we standing out up here. Like, we, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We smell like a pound of weed, and you know what I'm saying? We had just came from the trenches, so he was like, man, you approaching people. What type of time you on? I'm like, no, it's cool. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm introducing myself and all that. You feel me? Like, you know, yeah, indeed. So we want to talk about, I want to talk for a second about, you know, like drug usage in my past, you know what I'm saying? My drug addictions in my past. And I also want to talk about, the one scenario where I got kidnapped and stuff like that in my past, you feel me? Like the stories of, Meatball Money, man. The artist, you feel me? And, stories of the CEO, man, Carlos Zera himself, you know what I'm saying? Sneaky Snappy. But I think the drug history, you know what I'm saying? Like my drug addiction, it contributed to not just my mental health, you know what I'm saying? State, you feel me? But as well, it contributed to like almost my memory, you know what I'm saying? Like I've had like a lot of memory loss, you feel me? Like over the years, you feel me? Like, and I think the drug addictions I had in the past really contributed to my memory loss, you know what I'm saying? As well as, the declining that I was seeing in my mental health state. So like, I guess my drug addictions really started around the ages of like 14, maybe. I think 14 was, I think that was it, you feel me? So like 2009, 2010, stuff like that, when my drug addictions really began. It was just simple at first, you know what I'm saying? Like marijuana, you feel me? And stuff like that, marijuana and alcohol, around about 14, and just all of that, and then being like real non-compliant, you feel me, like with like my mother at the time, you feel me, at the time where I was being non-compliant with her, you feel me, it was like I was not really even going to school sometimes, you feel me, but then like I think my dad was going through something himself, so it was just like that part of the discipline that I was having, you feel me, it was kind of like it wasn't there. So when my dad had went through something, it kind of was like where I went through something at the same time. Like when that discipline wasn't there from him, you feel me, then I was kind of like suffering from that too. So I think that was playing a big part. And then I'm just being non-compliant with my mom almost, you feel me? So meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, where the mental health factor is like almost hereditary, you know what I'm saying, one side of my family being my dad, and then everything that's going on around me is kind of like contributing to that declining. So at the same time, just being in the midst, you feel me, like just moving a little faster than I should have, you feel me, moving a little faster than I might have had to, you know what I'm saying, is where I kind of like started using drugs, abusing drugs, you feel me. But it started with just like marijuana and alcohol, but then it went to like Xanny pills, you know what I'm saying, Xanax, and like Percocets and stuff like that. So it was like a crazy, like from like 14 to 16, like those 2 years, it was like everything was really like a blur almost, you feel me? It happened fast, you feel me? Because it was like so much drugs, you feel me? Like I was using a lot of pills, a lot of marijuana, and then like a lot of alcohol. So at that young of a level, at that young of an age, you feel me, with that level of intensity for those different drugs, you feel me, it was just like it was taking a real immediate effect, like on my memory, you feel me. Like for instance, you feel me, it's like me and one of my guys, we could have been in a car back then at 14, 15, and then crashed the car out overnight and woke up and forgot the whole scenario. Like we ain't, you feel me, and got in a whole car accident and wake up and just forget the whole thing. Like it ain't never happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the effects of like what the drugs was doing for it. You know what I'm saying? Like at that young, you feel me? Like 14, 15, like 13. You feel me? It's like you making a whole concoction of alcohol. You feel me? Like I don't want to give no kids no ideas. You feel me? I'm talking about like how it really affected me. You feel me? But like making a whole concoction of alcohol, zany pills. You feel me? And marijuana. And you might throw Percocets or something, you feel me, in a bottle, you feel me, and just shake it and drink it. By the time you wake up, you done got into a whole car accident, you feel me? You might have had sex, you feel me? You might have spent a crazy amount of money, you feel me? God forbid, got arrested or killed, you feel me? Anything, you feel me? Like, so it's like when that was kind of like what was going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm doing stuff like that amount of drugs, you feel me? That amount of alcohol on a daily basis. Like, you start in the morning smoking weed throughout the day. Then at the end of the night, you feel me? You might throw 5 football Xanax pills, you know what I mean? The little small oval ones in a container of juice with some alcohol and just shake it and mix it and drink the whole thing. By the time you wake up, you done did like 5 different activities and don't even realize. You know what I'm saying? It's like a blur. You a distant memory. You feel me? So it's like all of that stuff, it was happening fast. You know what I'm saying? And then like after months and months and months and months and months, the tolerance went higher. You feel me? Where I was able to tolerate that without it really seeming abnormal, like without it seeming like irregular. You feel me? And so I guess like when I was like 16 and I had got arrested. That's 2012. And then where I sobered down and washed my whole system out, you know what I'm saying? Just because I was incarcerated. And, you know, those 22 months kind of washed my whole system out of like the actual alcohol, marijuana, the pills and stuff like that, you know, I was indulging in. Like, yeah, it was terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? It was really terrible, you know what I'm saying? To have indulged in those drugs at that young age, you know what I'm saying, to that extent, to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, it could have been, it was some fun, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? It was some fun, and it wasn't just about fun, it was like, you know, my cry for help, you feel me? So it was like, as that was like my cry for help, you feel me? You know, instead of seeking help in another way, that was how I was doing it. That's how I was seeking help. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see the after effects, you feel me, until after the whole scenario, you know what I'm saying? So like after 22 months or so, and then, you know, going back to high school, all that, and then going back to college and all that, you feel me? Like it wasn't until like 2017 where I really started seeing the effects of like, you know, being in and out of prison, you feel me, those 2 to 3 times. And, you know, the effects of the drugs, you feel me, on my mental health, on my memory, you feel me, and all that, you feel me, and then like the trauma of like losing friends and family, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that, as well as the economic trauma, you feel me, losing cars, losing money, losing clothes, you feel me, losing guns, losing phones, all of that stuff. We got to right to bear arms in America, you feel me, and majority of the states. So like losing your rights to bear arms, you feel me, like everything along those lines was just taking a serious effect and an impact on my mental health and my memory. So like 2016, 2017 is like when I really started to like realize the effects that was going on, because I was like forgetting stuff like over and over and over, forgetting like days and times when, you know, very important things happen, or forgetting like friends and family. Like I forget, I see somebody and forget who the person is, you feel me? I forget what year, you feel me, this happened, what year that happened. Like just forgetting all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, it's like, it's important to have a memory, you feel me? It's important to have, you know, some kind of safe memory, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, it's dangerous to, like, lose your memory, you know what I'm saying? So, Like that was kind of like what the drugs and the trauma did to me. You feel me? Like just losing my memory. You feel me? Excuse me. Like that was like one of the downsides. When I was working at Amazon in like Middletown, Delaware, overnight. I was working at Amazon in Middletown, Delaware overnight. The commute back and forth was like a train and like 2 buses. So it was like almost 2.5 hours to get there and to get back. But the shift was starting at like 10 to like 6:30 a.m. or something, 10 p.m. to like 6:30 a.m. So it took like 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to get back. So like the scenario is like that's what I was doing as far as like getting back and forth to work and, you know, hustling and getting money, everything like that. And I was working at Amazon overnight, so that was cool. Shout out to Amazon and all that, because you know, I'm doing Amazon now, you know, in the partnership with my books, you know what I'm saying? So ZBM Publishing, we air live, you know what I'm saying, straight through Amazon, Amazon Kindle, and then we got Kindle Vella, you know, a series of serialized stories, you know what I'm saying, that we writing or whatever. And so I was working at Amazon, and that was it. It was one particular day. I went to work. I got off of work. Again, it was like 6:30 a.m. So I get on the bus, and then I got to like I get off the one bus, I get to the one stop, and then it's like another stop. So when I got off the one stop from Amazon, it's like Odessa, Delaware. And then I get on that. I get there. Usually I get there, and then I get back to like Wilmington and all that. So then I got on the bus, and then the bus takes us to the next stop, which is like Odessa, Delaware. But when I got there at the bus stop, I had kind of like walked into a store that was nearby, and then I had kind of like left out, and then I was like waiting for the bus stop. Mine was like 6:30, like this is really still early. It's like the sun is peaking a little bit, but it's kind of like that early glow of the sun. You know, based on like the time frame of the months that it was in. It was like one of those, it was like the fall or something, like the going into the winter or something. So I think like the sun wasn't coming out like until like 6:45, 7:30 or something like that. So it was still kind of relatively dark. But when I left the store and I was like eating some chips and drinking like a water or juice or something, might have had like a Gatorade or something. I don't know. It was just crazy. Like out of nowhere, it was like a black car just slid up. It was like all bombed out though. Like you couldn't see inside the car at all. But it was like the car just pulled up so fast out of nowhere. I had my back turned, and then it was just like lights out. But then it was like crazy because after hours and hours and hours of like being passed out, you feel me? I just woke up at that bus stop, at the same bus stop. I woke up and I just like, feel me? It was just like, it felt weird as hell because I was like, what the, you feel me? Like, but I just ain't really know, like, but my body felt okay though, you feel me? Like, it didn't feel strange, you feel me? It didn't feel like I know I didn't get raped or nothing, you feel me? So I didn't feel like I had got raped, you feel me? Like my manhood ain't get took or nothing like that, you feel me? But it was just like weird though, because I was like, damn, what the fuck, like, you feel me? I just couldn't understand what happened though. You feel me? Like I just couldn't understand like how I just got kidnapped. You feel me? And then I passed out for hours. You feel me? And then like I end up back at the bus stop. But like I woke up groggy as hell, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm kind of like trying to figure it out, but it wasn't really nothing wrong with my body though. You feel me? So that's why I was like, all right. But I kind of had like vague memories of like hearing the car door open and slam, and then like fighting and tussling with whoever it was. I kind of like had vague memories of it. Like, so that's why I knew it happened, but I just didn't know like what the fuck really had happened. You feel me? Like, far as like, did it really happen, or was it like, or didn't it happen? You feel me? But I knew it had to happen because I woke up at the stop and I was like, I just got off of work. You feel me? So there's no way like I just sat here for like an hour or so and just fell asleep. You feel me? And then I'm just waking up. So like that was crazy. But then I left. you know, me being me and stuff like that, it wasn't really nothing that alarmed me. You feel me? So I ain't had to go. I didn't even go to a hospital because I didn't really feel like anything happened where I wasn't really like safe. You feel me? Like, I didn't feel like my body was harmed at all. You feel me? But yeah, that was crazy though. That was like a real serious scenario that had took place and stuff like that. But again, you feel me? I was blessed. I didn't get, you know, physically harmed or nothing like that. And, you know, it just had, you know, again, those mental you know, effects, you feel me, where, you know, it's just like you know, on top of all the other stuff, you know, that one may face or one may, you know, deal with on a daily basis, you know, it just kind of like maybe added some more enhancement to that. But you know, I was alright though. So I, you know, that's why I started seeking therapy again, you feel me? And, you know, eventually got, you know, some medication, stuff like that. And, you know, so, you know, it's just a blessing, you feel me? Like, through the drug addictions, through that scenario where I got kidnapped, you know, for one, that that was, you know, a blessing. And then the other traumas, you feel me, from all the way from back those times, you feel me? Like, that happened with the kidnapping happened in 2017. I was working at like a Amazon in Delaware. It was like 2017, going into like 2018 or something, and that happened. So it was just like all the trauma, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, it really affected me. It affected a lot of relationships and how I, you know, how I dealt with people in the past. You know, it was just based on the fact, like, I done lost so much memory, you feel me? Like, I don't really remember what's what, who's who, or what happened in this year, that year, you feel me? Like, and it's just the effects of the drugs and alcohol, you know, at such a young age, you feel me? And then, you know, in the combination with the trauma itself, you know what I'm saying? It just played critical roles, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Life or death, threatening outcomes is what it gave me, you feel me? So that's why, you know, I want to encourage this video, you know, for the youth, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, man. Like, you know, I would encourage you to wait, you know what I'm saying? I would encourage you to take your time, you know what I'm saying? Be careful, you know, do everything and with some moderation, you feel me? And stuff like that, like, as far as alcohol and marijuana go, you feel me? Like, do some stuff in moderation. Take your time if you can, and if you want to. But, you know, for me, I'm just giving you like what it gave me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it gave me life or death situations, you feel me? That I was blessed to live through, that I could have avoided and did better in, you know what I'm saying? But due to those reasons, that those played critical roles into, you know, the outcomes that I was dealing with, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? The all the broken relationships, you know what I'm saying? All the life threatening change, all the life threatening, you know, occurrences, you feel me? And, you know, all the run-ins with the legal system and stuff like that, you feel me? Like the alcohol and the use of drugs and stuff like that, it really played a role into, you know, the level, you know what I'm saying, of intensity of having to go through those same trials and tribulations over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say, like, moderate it, you feel me? Like, take your time, you feel me? And stuff like that. And really, I would say don't do it at all, you feel me? And stuff. But, you know, being realistic, you know, that's your decision to make. But I would say don't do it at all, you know what I'm saying? And again, that's your decision to make. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, I would say moderate it, take your time, and, you know, and really, you know what they really say, you know what I'm saying, don't take prescription medicine if it ain't prescribed to you, and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, like, and take care of your health, man. So, you know, those are the things that I wasn't taking advantage of, or I wasn't listening to or doing, you know, when I was at that age to do it, you know what I'm saying? I did the opposite, and, you know, I mean, a shot to the head and some physical injuries and some prison time and a bunch of broken relationships and broken friendships, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of indictments and, you know, lost loved ones and lost friends later, you know what I'm saying? It's a glorious thing, you know what I'm saying, to be able to tell somebody that was 13, 14 today, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, like with all the problems that you got on your plate, you know what I'm saying, the last thing you really want to add is the drug addiction and all of that. Like, in that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, of like the trauma, you feel me, and then the drug abuse, you know, alcohol abuse, you know what I'm saying, at that age, 13, 14, 15, you feel me, it's like your body not even fully developed yet, you feel me, and then it's like your body not even fully developed, your mind isn't, your brain isn't fully developed. So that's why I was like, the impact, the amount of impact that it took, you feel me, from my brain growth, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, the health, you know what I'm saying, decline, you feel me, to it came later, you feel me. So, you know, you mixing alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, you feel me, and then pills, you feel me, and all that, all in like a daily routine of like a lifestyle and stuff like that, you know, at that young age, where it's like you gonna kill so many brain cells, you know what I'm saying, and all of that your brain, you feel me, and your mental health state might not even be able to orchestrate, you know what I'm saying, at the highest potential, at the fullest capacity. So, excuse me, that was something that I didn't understand, you know what I'm saying? It was something I wasn't paying attention to, you know what I mean? And then when you dealing with the society as it is, and PTSD and all that kind of stuff is something that, you know, you might suffer from, where it's not even your fault at all, then it was like, you know, all of that on top, you grow up, and then the world coming at you from different angles and different, you know, different things you'll go through. You know what I'm saying? If you can't remember, if you don't remember, you know, things from your past, you feel me, or your youth, and then, you know what I'm saying, then you have nothing to reference the future, or you have nothing to reference your current, you know, reality of where your life at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just leave a door open for, you know what I'm saying, anything to happen while you in the current or the future, you know what I'm saying? Because this is like, you don't remember nothing from your past. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else around you, or the world around you, might remember your past. But if you don't, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, you don't remember nothing that happened in your past. But the world around you remember everything that happened to you, everything that happened in your past. That's dangerous.